Here we go. We're going to be jumping into herO versus ByuN.
Oh boy, I
We're
am
in the top
delayed.
right-hand corner of the map, starting all the way in that top right-hand corner. We have our blue Protoss player, DKZ herO, and in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, our red Terran player, represent Shopify Rebellion from Korea, ByuN.
We are not synced at all. Great.
I suppose not.
Oh boy.
All right. We'll push on through. We'll push on through.
We'll try anyway.
Yes. As we head into our second semifinals, another TvP to round things off, but one that I think is going to go very, very differently compared to our lower bracket, our other semifinals that we had. Of course, we know herO as being a very decisive, very micro-intensive player who loves to split up his attention, whereas we also know that ByuN is a very decisive, very micro-intensive Terran player who likes to force his opponent's attention to be split up. So this is going to be a TvP that I think we have seen pretty often, to be fair, the past couple of months, but it is always exciting to witness because you can always see just how stretched to their limits players end up getting, as ByuN is researching concussive shells.
Oh, that's an interesting first upgrade to pick.
Yeah, especially considering he hasn't really gone for any proxies just yet. Usually when I do see this, I'm thinking 3 racks. It's got to be 3 racks.
I mean, it can still be just, in base 3 racks, but no, we do see that factory, so I guess ByuN is just opening with the concussive shells.
Interesting. Concussive shells and marauders, so this does cost quite a bit of gas. So he delays his factory by a little bit. As the second barracks does get thrown down. Meanwhile, herO is doing a pretty standard, a pretty normal PvT build and getting phoenixes.
So similar to Creator, also going for phoenixes in the PvT matchup.
Pretty much, yeah.
I do find that the location of that battery quite interesting.
It is very exposed. It does look very exposed. I mean, it's right in the wall as well, instead of being behind the wall.
I mean, there is no wall.
Well, if there was gonna be a wall, But yeah, it's really interesting. It's less... You're not really gonna be retreating to the shield battery so much as you are gonna be retreating away from the shield battery.
I mean, it worked out so far because these few first marauders of ByuN didn't actually get any damage, and the others were able to stop them. And now it's time for herO to fly the phoenixes in.
Yeah, gets a very good scout, is able to pick off a SCV.
Widowmine.
If I saw that right, and Widowmine actually, yeah. Alright, so that's even more impactful. It does mean that ByuN, when he eventually hits with this weird 3 racks, it is kind of a 3 racks that he's built here, but it's kind of an interesting way he went about it. He went racks, factory, second racks, Stargate, Starport, third racks.
So
it's kind of like a one. It's kind of like a 1-1-1 meets a 3 racks in a way.
It's like a macro 3 racks.
Wait, is that allowed? You can go 3 racks and macro? I've been doing it wrong this entire time, and then. As this goes on, ByuN recognizes that herO is going to be a little bit more Stargate intensive, throws out a couple of missile turrets. Meanwhile, herO has recognized that ByuN is going for a bio push, much like pretty much every Terran player likes to do in TvP, but especially a player like ByuN who is really aggressive and really just likes to be in your face as quickly as possible. Colossus and Thermal Ants are on the way for herO.
Yeah, that will definitely be helpful about against the bio army of ByuN. And as we said, there is that free racks coming, so there will be a lot of bio. But in the meantime, those phoenixes are still sharking around for some damage.
Yeah, it's a pretty interesting difference between herO and Creator. Is that Creator, if you'll recall, built 3 phoenixes and then just kind of left them at home, and then just kind of prioritized his upgrades, so I was sake. Whereas herO here, he went up to 6 or 5 phoenixes, and he's just looking to see whatever he can get done with them. He wants to get damage done with these phoenixes.
Yeah, he wants to get some harassment done, but at the same time, ByuN is now moving out, and this Bioforce is coming to hero's bases. I don't know if the first Colossus is done yet, but it should be. But what support does it have?
It's got 1 Immortal, it's got a couple of Sentries with energy on them. And it is going to be enough to chase away the Bio Army.
Ooh, the Phoenixes may snipe a few Medivacs on their way out.
Yeah, that's really what herO is hoping for right now, but he's not quite able to get it. Great positioning from ByuN to park his Marines directly below the Medivacs. Spreads them out pretty well too.
And with that little standoff, I guess both players will be just going back, like, yeah, okay, so I see your army, and we're gonna meet in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, we'll wait until we're all good and upgraded, is what they've agreed on. You know, we'll make sure that we have that when we do face off, we're in the best condition to face off.
And nice, the Phoenix is getting whatever damage they can. They're even getting some damage on that CC that just happened to be lifted. Sniping some SCVs, sniping some units, you know. Nothing too major, but at least something that's annoying to ByuN.
Yeah, it delays the upgrades a little while, delays the eBay and the armory, I believe. So it's just making ByuN uncomfortable, is what it is. Not too uncomfortable, as ByuN, as we could see. He's right back at it. He's still getting his upgrades. He's still throwing down his supply depots. He's still macroing in the rhythm. But whatever you can really do right now is, yeah, I like how our observer is pointing out that there's that little space back there that would be perfect for a supply depot, and ByuN ain't going for it.
I mean, you need a space for your SCVs to get stuck.
Exactly, you know. Otherwise, why are you even getting Medivacs? That's a throwback to years ago.
Yeah.
For viewers who remember that.
Yeah, I don't think anyone in the chat will recognize that one.
Years ago. Remember not to get Yaku Curse. Although I guess that's usually with tanks. No. And SCVs as well.
Yeah, and
ByuN now posturing. Yep.
Yeah, ByuN posturing, here destroying some rocks, so I guess the armies should be meeting soon, but for the time being, both of them are just setting up, just getting their upgrades. However, herO does have that war prison full of zealots.
And he is looking to make the most use of them as he can. He finds a little area where there isn't really any anti-air, but unfortunately those zealots are not able to stem the tide long enough. He is forced to unsiege that warp prism and try again later. Meanwhile, the main armies are about to meet.
Yeah, that they are. herO decides to move out, and we'll see if he has enough. I mean, the ghosts will soon be on the way, and for the time being, it's just Bio Army with some tank support, but the ghosts are already out, and they're already gathering energy.
Yeah, I can already see a lot of EMP potential with the amount of energy that these ghosts have. ByuN has had enough! He's made the Vikings and he's killed the Warp Prism. It's actually really cathartic when it happens, yeah.
This is the only purpose of those 2 Vikings, just to kill the Warp Prism. He is making more, as he did see those Colossi coming in, so they will be useful, they will definitely find its use, but he, just like Kuro in the previous game, he is getting a lot of those ghosts, because EMPs will be pretty good here.
It really will. I'm hoping that we see a return to the mass ghost meta in TvP.
And you said that the meme was...
TMP'd.
But yeah.
Yeah, we need that copy pasta to be relevant again.
I mean, it's not relevant?
Except we need to switch up the wording so it's relevant to TvP as well as TvZ. Tank gets sniped over there in the map, and herO will force a bit of a lift-off here in this base. Meanwhile, ByuN is going for a massive counterattack, but herO recalls just in time to chase this force away.
Yeah, perfect timing there for herO, but his natural will be in a bit of danger. That shield battery from the beginning of the game that goes down.
Finally.
Yeah, but herO does chase this army, and with the Colossi together with the thermal range, thermal lance, he's able to shave off quite a bit of this force.
Quite a little bit of it, yeah. ByuN doesn't quite have the army supply that he would like, but he does still have a very technical army, and he does still have a very mobile army. Once again, we're kind of getting deja vu to Creator versus Cure Game 3, where name of the game right now for ByuN is to try to split herO's focus and army as best he can. He's going straight for the natural base with his Bioforce, with his Vikings as well. Purification Nova doesn't get too much, as we do see a hot pickup right at the very end there from ByuN, but at least the Vikings are able to clean out the Colossus.
Yeah, also a lot of the Purification Novas were actually not dodged, but the Disruptors were sniped. Like, ByuN decides to go for the aggressive approach of sniping the units instead. However, now it should be time for herO's counterattack, and we will see if that can get any damage done.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at the army supply right now, Kuro, and I think that says who has the advantage here, but at the same time, ByuN has been doing a really good job of making sure that his SimCity is as effective as can be. He's got a lot of ghosts, and pretty soon he's going to have a lot of ranged liberators as well. So no matter what, it's going to be difficult for herO to try to break this. It's interesting that these are all orbital commands instead of planetary fortresses. The aggressive approach works once again for ByuN, except until it doesn't, as that one Purification Nova was enough to take out a lot of ghosts, a lot of marauders, and ultimately led to the fall of this mining base. Thankfully, because these were planetary fortresses, ByuN could just lift up these orbital commands and get them into position.
Yeah, exactly. And also, you know, he has Muse, he has scans, and the scans will be needed because herO did get that Shadow Stride, so there will be some Blink DTs incoming.
Blink DTs like these. Slowly making their way across the map while herO knows that ByuN's going to be distracted over here. There's really not a whole lot he can do against those liberators, is there?
Yeah, not really, but those DTs may be able to do something. First thing off, he's gonna snipe this sensor tower to blind ByuN a little bit, and also gonna snipe a little bit of SCVs, some tank, you know, whatever he can get.
Yeah, now he's warped in enough Stalkers that he's able to take the fight to ByuN. He takes out a couple of these Liberators, but not all of them, as more of them are on the way as well. Sometimes it only takes one, man. Sometimes we think it only takes one Purification Nova. Well, sometimes it only takes one Liberator to really flip an engagement.
Yeah, the Liberator does have some support with the reinforcements from ByuN. And now, I mean, the good thing for herO is that he's distracting ByuN with those Zealot run-bys, but also he cannot quite engage quite here, which is why he decides to take the rocks.
Yeah, might as well open up another avenue of attack here. He dips in and will be able to take out that final orbital command over there of ByuN, and now herO's committed. herO wants to dive on top of this. It's going to be very tricky with all of these Liberators. I'm not sure if it's a great idea to push into this. Meanwhile, yeah, herO's pretty much committed to attacking here, but he's recognized all of these liberation zones and all of these ghosts with their EMPs. That is not something that I can really contend with. I'm instead just going to try to rotate around and keep you busy. Meanwhile, all of these DTs make it into that base, ByuN gives up. ByuN has had enough. He knows he's going to be bleeding resources, and he does not want to continue. GG is called, and herO takes game number 1. Completely flipping the tables here on top of ByuN. It really looked like he was in control for a little while, but I guess once his initial bio push got deflected, there just wasn't a whole lot that he could have done from there to really retain that map control. And so with that, we're going to be getting ready for game number 2. herO,
after being
welcome back.
I was just brutally attacked by a fly. I think I breathed it in.
Oh.
Who won?
That's when all of the swears come down as his swatting. herO won.
Okay.
Right at the end, he won with DTs.
The
but
DTs,
as they ruined, yep.
But yeah, like that. I was just gonna say there are these tiny flies. They're not fruit flies. They're something else, but they're like really annoying, and they will get in your face. And I think I just inhaled one as I was casting.
Yeah.
It was awful. Oh my god. Yeah.
And now it's just gonna be buzzing around a little bit. Yeah, that's not ideal to say the least.
I don't recommend, especially during a cast.
They don't taste good either, so. Yes. Anyway.
Anyway, how did the game end?
Set up for game number 2. It ended with DTs, but it was actually a really good. What's a synonym that I could use for interesting here, Kuro? Because it was a case where herO pushed into ByuN's entrenched position, where he had a lot of liberators, he had ghosts and whatnot. So it looked like ByuN had the advantage. It was somewhat even, but with a slight advantage to ByuN. The problem was, ByuN was focusing all of his attention in that area. Meanwhile, this was in the middle of the map, or not in the middle of the map, but more of around the natural base of ByuN. Meanwhile, herO, because he knew that ByuN was distracted, sent 5 or 6 DTs into the 4th base of ByuN. That was the last mining base that he had. And once they came in and sniped the mineral line, ByuN realized, yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to recover from this. GG. We'll try to. I'm going to try to turn things around in game number 2. Which
makes sense. Makes sense.
That's what they're setting up for.
We'll see how game number 2 goes.
They are in game right now, so yeah, we're just
do you think,
waiting for.
Do you think herO will go oracles?
I kind of want him to. I kind of want him to go 6 oracle, bring the party to ByuN, bring the party to bring the rebellion to Shopify.
Bring the rebellion to Shopify. Okay, sure.
Yep. That's what we're going with.
For the time being, we're just gonna enjoy some tunes as the game is getting prepared.
Enjoy some tunes. Take the time to have yourself a little bit of a drink. Hydrate your hydras.
As I'm dying inside seeing the clean feed lag.
Oh, I thought that was just me.
No, it can be a bit spotty. But we are now going straight into the game. And we are looking at the blue Protoss player. It is DKZ, herO.
And over here in the bottom right corner, we have a red terror player coming down from Korea representing Shopify Rebellion. We have ByuN.
I also forgot to switch the scene. It's okay.
Yeah.
And herO is starting with a proxy.
Stargate. Okay. Gateway. I'll allow it. You know, it's no mass oracle, but you know,
it's okay. Yeah.
At least it's a proxy, I guess. You know.
The question is, what will he proxy? Because obviously that is a gateway for warpings. But what is he gonna warp in?
Well, we saw how effective 6-gate blink can be from creator, but I feel like if it was going to be 6-gate blink, it wouldn't be. We wouldn't see a proxy in that particular location. I want to say DTs. I'm just staring at the production tab. I'm waiting for this Cybercore to finish up, and I want to see what happens after that.
DTs will take a while, right? Like before
they will.
So I don't know if it makes sense to put that gateway like so much in front if you are waiting for DTs.
Haha, but here's the thing. Because it doesn't make sense, ByuN isn't gonna suspect it.
I mean, fair. For the time being, it looks like it's just gonna be for that adept, so it has a bit closer way to go harass the base of ByuN, and the Zealot will join in as well.
Yeah, it's all doing a pretty good job of zoning away the Reaper. It will just force a delay on this natural base of ByuN. In the end, I guess it's not the most committed proxy that herO could have gone for, but he's still getting damage done regardless. He is forcing a delay on the natural base. He is just forcing these Marines off the middle line to repair the depot and to build up this bunker.
Yeah, so I mean,
forcing a bunker, yeah.
Yeah, ByuN is taking this quite seriously. As he puts down that bunker. I mean, there are 3 adepts, but it does not look like herO will continue this attack.
Well, for now, he won't. Because he still does have that gateway up and running in the proxy location.
That he does, and he is going for Twilight Council next. So I guess we could see... Do you think we could see Glaive Adepts?
In a PvT? It's been a long time since I've seen that, but I think it's possible. I wouldn't rule it out. Obviously it is... Yeah, obviously it is a little bit of... I wouldn't call it a risk, but it could always be a waste, because when you go for Glaive Adepts in a PvT, the idea is to use them to snipe key units, most notably tanks and whatnot. But ByuN, he's just committed to the barracks for the time being, so yeah, it could end up being a bit of a wasted investment. And in the end, it is going to be Blink instead.
Yeah,
herO hasn't fallen completely to the dark side.
Yeah, it is his signature unit, and he will be using those Blink Stalkers. He has the nice warping point in the middle of the map, so they will be able to reinforce quite quickly. For the time being, he's just denying ByuN that natural.
Yeah, might as well. Might as well. ByuN was able to create that orbital command in the high ground, but yeah, hero's just doing whatever he can to prevent the landing. This does finally get chased away, and now we're getting into more of a normal game.
I mean...
Well...
I mean...
As normal as can be in herO versus ByuN.
Yeah, as we do have these stalkers gathering in the middle of the map with that warping point, we have a sentry to support them as well. And the Marines of ByuN are on the front, but can they contest this Protoss army?
Well, Blink did just finish up, and there are no upgrades, there are no tanks, so Widow Mines to fall back to, so this ByuN army has to do everything it can right now. It's fighting with no support. herO blinks on forward, and he is able to take out the Marauders, takes out a couple of Marines as well. SCVs are trying to do whatever they can to zone out the rest of these units, but herO is able to fight through them, and he is able to take them out.
Yeah, the sentry does fall down in that attack, but he still has quite a few stalkers, and he will be able to reinforce them fairly easily. But there are Marauders here, so he has to be careful about the Blink Micro.
Yeah, he really doesn't want to blink right on top of these Marauders. I guess they don't have Concussive Shell yet, but he doesn't want to blink on top of these Marauders and immediately forfeit his Stalkers. 11 SCVs have just gone down, and once again, this natural base is being delayed in the mining. Mining in this natural base is being delayed.
Yeah, but more and more
what I meant to say.
More and more stalkers are coming in, and the ByuN's forces are not enough to stop them right now. The CC is on fire, and herO takes game number 2.
And the TvPs do not stop coming, and they keep on coming. herO with this victory here from herO, he will be moving on to the best of 5 grand finals to face Cure, and it does also mean that ByuN is going to face Creator in the best of 3 bronze match, and this, I guess, is where we have a choice to make.
Oh my god, they're already on. They're fast, but yeah. Do we want to continue, or is that enough for today for us?
How's your voice doing, Kuro?
Not good.
So I'm running out of water. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we will be finishing for today because we clearly don't have the stamina that Light has. He is the best caster out of all of us.
Ladies, I mean, wait.
What?
Moving on. Yes.
So. I think we will be raiding one of the other streams that are covering this event.
Yeah, one of them to cover the grand finals. So do not worry, chat. We will make sure that you will be able to figure out how this event concludes.
And I think
I think
we will be raiding Steadfast.
There we go.
So, Yaku, in 2 words, where can people find you?
Yes. In 2 words? Oh, exclamation mark Discord in the chat is where, or exclamation mark Yakuzaku, actually, you will get my socials and whatnot, but exclamation mark Discord in the chat is probably where I am most active. Kuro is also active over there.
Yes.
Light, when his internet isn't dead, is also active over there. Asher's there. Everyone's there, mate. Everyone. So if you're not there, can you really call yourself anyone?
What?
You know? That's very philosophical towards the end there. Twitch.tv/Yakuzaku1 is where I occasionally stream. Not this week, probably. So I'm going to be having my hands full here, but I might stream next week. We'll go crabbing again. Twitter.com at Tempore Yakuzaku for stuff. And apart from that, exclamation mark. I already said Discord. This isn't my usual flow. Kuro, where can we find you?
You can find me on this channel, as tomorrow we have Sparking Tuna Cup and we will be casting that as well, but I probably won't be because I am the admin. But make sure to join us as it is available to everyone. So with that, enjoy the finals, as I'm trying to find my cursor back. Okay.
Yeah.
Enjoy the finals. We're gonna raid Steadfast.
Yes.
Have fun, guys. Bye.
Yep, we appreciate everybody who has joined us up till this point. But we are
send your
energy.
Energy to Light so his internet can come back because we need him.
Yes. Do the incantations, draw the chalks on the board and whatnot. But yeah. Thank you.
Bye.
Bella.